We're videotaping me, the camera's not on you. In order to get my certification, I have to have a video of me doing it, and a video of me doing each thing. So the camera's facing me, you're not going to be in it at all. Okay.
Damn,
we won't
good luck.
release names. Okay. How do you feel? What do you notice?
Thank you.
Feel better?
Really stressed.
Yay, 5 minutes. Awesome. Well, this is our last class, but we're going to stay connected to you all, and we're going to help you continue your practice. We're brainstorming all kinds of cool ideas. Kathy and I and Dr. Salmon are trying to figure out some things to keep you engaged, programs to keep you engaged, not just have one thing and two things. We want to keep moving with it. So what we're going to do today in the check-in is we really didn't get to check in last week because we had the silent retreat. Remember, we had the hour of silence. So if there's anything in the last 2 weeks you want to talk about, and it could be a challenge you're having, something that went good, something from the book, just like last week, that resonated with you, anything is great. But the main thing is we want to focus in on how to help you continue your practice and how we as a group can help you, and Get Healthy Now can help you. So.
I like when you send those emails and say, take a deep breath.
Okay.
Yeah.
So take a deep breath email. Okay. Yeah, like breathe.
Yeah.
That
Breathe.
one. Okay, I'm taking notes. Okay.
I don't have to worry. Kathy lives on my floor.
Oh.
Every time she walks past.
That's awesome.
We stop and stretch together.
It's amazing. I was telling Patricia Benson, the director of Get Healthy Now, about that. I'm like, oh my gosh, you will not believe this. Said, I talked about you all. I didn't mention names, but I was saying how one of the participants went in on the other, and they did yoga stretches, periodically. So that's really cool.
Yeah, yesterday she said, I'm walking over to so-and-so. You want to go with me? No.
No? What do you really think? Yeah.
I couldn't actually. I was waiting for my computer to get back. But
So-
I did go out later, though,
Oh, good.
that afternoon.
And mindfully walked, or.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So what have you noticed the last 2 weeks, or was there something that hit you from the silent retreat, or something that bubbled up? Anything?
Well, I could say that last chapter, chapter 4 on loving kindness,
Mm-hmm.
that one part where the woman talks about a person who needed help. She didn't particularly like him, but she helped him. And even when she was working with him, she never ever liked him, but she realized that he needed help. And I thought, it's amazing how. Is there anybody like that in my life? I hope not.
I think everyone has
But
someone like
maybe we do have someone, that takes a little extra.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. I thought it was interesting, though.
It's very cool. It helps you shift your perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and let go of anything you're hanging
I've been
on to.
working on that portion every day because
Nice.
I find it to be very difficult.
It is challenging. Yes.
Challenging. I need to start, instead of saying difficult.
Oh, that's okay. You no longer have any problems. You only have creative challenges.
Yeah.
I'm your fairy godmother. No more problems.
And what
None of
was,
you all.
yeah, what was so funny was one of the people I really have a problem with actually stopped in my office today.
Uh-huh.
And I felt good holding a conversation.
Because you had loving kindness directed towards them before?
I guess so, because I didn't feel all that.
Yes. That's good. Less stress.
Yes.
Well, it's funny when you do that, they show up. I mean, that's the point of it, too. When you do those things, whoever you're doing it to, it's like,
Then they show up.
there you are. It's
To
like,
test you.
To test you. I was expecting you.
Oh, very
Just
funny.
made my day.
Oh.
I still have a problem with the love and kindness towards people that I don't like.
Right.
Or have mistreated me.
Right.
And it's still kind of hard.
Of course
But I
it
know,
is.
like in the Bible it says, love those who mistreat you, pray for those who mistreat you. But it's still kind of hard. Not like, I'm smiling when it's me, and you know, someone that.
Well, we're
that
not trying to force.
have,
Yeah.
And that,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I think about it,
But we're not trying
I
to
don't even wanna
force
do
your
that.
feelings. We're just kind of like doing an experiment. We're saying these phrases and we're curious as to what'll happen. We're not forcing any feelings.
just to see if they like.
And if it is too
change.
difficult, you can switch back and focus it on yourself.
I may say it one time and then that's it.
That's all right. That's you.
I may say it one time.
That's
and I'll-
progress.
Yeah.
Progress, not perfection. Yes.
Like I said 7 times for me and other people, but then one person, it may like one time. Okay. And then that's it. That's all we get.
That's more than most people.
Yeah.
More than 99.9% of the people don't do this. So,
Yeah.
you're in the top percent. Yay. Nadia.
So my challenge was, I had actually 2.
Uh-huh.
The first one is, and it's actually more like a question, whether does the meditation have to be guided always?
No.
So how
Oh.
many of you prefer like guided meditation?
I prefer. How many of us prefer guided versus just no,
Yes.
just silence? I prefer guided.
Yeah, I kinda like
I think once you do enough of the guided, you start silencing guiding you yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yeah.
I agree, because once you have done the meditation so long, they're in your brain. Like,
Okay.
if I'm doing just a silent one, I will go back to the Gatha or the loving kindness that I've memorized because I've done it so many times. So, but I don't know if I could just sit. It's just each, whatever works for you. Yeah, for me, I
do
need
the silent.
something.
I don't do guided right now.
Okay.
I'm working toward it,
Mm-hmm.
but I haven't done it even since the first class. I find silent a lot easier for me.
Well, we're all unique, and so you just got to find what works for you. There's not good or bad or.
Okay. So because I found, I mean, the idea was from the very beginning to do it only with myself, that just to structure your brain to tell you what to do and how to feel it. But it didn't work for me, and then I took an advice to do a guided one, and I found that it's much more easier. So, but it's just the question of experience, so we just have to do it long enough.
It could be because I spend so much time by myself,
Oh, driving.
driving and working.
Mm-hmm.
I work by
So
myself.
you're used to the silence.
Because I only spend X amount of hours. It's just me and my husband. We don't have any children at home.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like by the time I get home, it's from 7 to 9 that we're together. Because I usually have to hit the hickey A and get my rest, for the next day.
Yeah, I'm the same
So.
way. I don't. When I can be in silence. I don't have to have TV. Even when I'm driving, I don't even have the radio on. My son's like, "Oh my gosh, you don't even have the radio on." I don't. I rather have silence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When I first started koru, I tried to do it without a guide. I just tried to do, 5 minutes. Or 10 minutes. I couldn't do it. I tried it the entire 4 weeks and I could not do it. So then I was like, first I felt like using the guided was a little bit cheating, but it's really not. It's not.
Okay.
You press a button, you listen, it's still as effective, if not more effective. So it doesn't mean you're cheating.
But the main challenge
Uh-huh.
is that according to even to that book, that all this mindfulness and everything will help you to communicate with other people. But in reality, I faced an opposite, like completely an opposite scene when the people accept from you and everything, and you just accept them, their behavior. It doesn't mean that you don't care about them at all, because it's not the same. You just accept it without judgment.
Right.
But people sometimes even want this reaction from you, and it makes them, it drives them like crazy. So, in my case, for some reason, I can't tell that I don't care, but I'm more concentrated on my own energy, my own feelings. So, if you expect this reaction, please go and find someone else.
Well,
I don't have just
that's
one
healthy.
So my question is, how do other people work with it? Because I don't know. Do I have? I don't want to explain to anyone why do I react like this. I don't want to force anyone by saying go and meditate because I mean it's everyone's life. So
Right.
and I don't want to judge anyone by saying you're doing wrong thing. So how do you?
It's a very
explain
good
to
question.
I think maybe when I get to that point, because I tell you, well, I was so stressed out at oh, I need to get. I used to be like that, and then I don't know what happened. I went to the other end. You know, like it's just so. Yes, I'm trying to get back to. You know that. Well, yesterday I was just stressed out to no point, and so I'm trying to get to that point.
What, to let go of it?
Let go of it and just be and not react so strongly.
Right.
Yeah.
And Nadia, I hear you saying maybe that
She's calm.
you're not sure you're saying enough. You're wondering if it's okay just to be calm and just to
Yeah.
remove yourself.
For me it's okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
And actually, I don't expect any feedback from the people around. But it looks like, for some reason, for me, it doesn't help to communicate with people more. It just does the opposite thing.
Well, then
Yes.
you'll see what works for you.
Okay.
Yeah. As long as they're somewhat, you're not like being rude. You're just being okay. This is the way you are.
Yes, exactly.
But they're curious. They're wondering, oh, what's the deal here?
But see, that's what
They're curious.
That's good. Because
Yeah,
a lot
let
of
them
people, when
be
you
wondering.
react, something like probably I would react.
Yes.
But when you react the way you come, it's yeah. So
Well,
that's good.
that's totally normal. It's because when people around us change, it throws us off balance. Like even when someone like loses weight or whatever, has any kind of change, we're used to a certain behavior, and when that switches, it throws us off. So they're thrown off because they're used to a certain reaction,
Yes.
and they're not getting it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. You could give them a koru flyer. Yeah. Yeah. We could come to your office. It might not be in your office. Never mind. Yeah. Okay. We'll talk.
We work together almost on the same floor.
Oh.
And so with Sheila that you met,
Uh-huh.
I talk a lot about kommor and benefit of meditation. And so all these people are convinced that they are going to start the koru one next.
Oh, yeah. Francine convinced a bunch of people in her office to sign up for koru. Like, a bunch. Yeah, how many?
I think 4.
4 or 5? Oh my gosh. Thank you. And y'all can come back, and visit. Yeah.
And so we decided to create a space.
Oh, good. Yes?
And so we managed to get a space. It's like an electric cabinet. No, cabinet, but it's-
You have a meditation space? Yes?
Yes.
I'm trying to track all these and report them into like the Health Science Campus and my boss, Patricia Benson, so you can tell me what y'all are doing and how we may be able to help you somehow.
You may be able to,
Yeah.
because so this thing is it's a small room, maybe a quarter of this.
Uh-huh.
We had a table, 2 chairs, a little thing, and we put a small lamp so that the light is
Dim.
However, it's an electrical cabinet. So
It's an electrical cabinet, so do people have to come in there and work on the electrical?
eventually. And so these people from the
Oh, physical plant.
plan find that we install our little stuff.
Was it all right?
Hopefully we'll be able to keep it.
I would hope so.
We'll see. We may have to talk with you and see if we have to find another place.
Okay, yes.
We'll be okay.
So wait, what building are you in?
So it's the CTR. And actually, I should have talked to you last week.
Oh, that's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll try to help you somehow or connect you with people on this campus that are doing it. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm proud of you. Yay.
All of us, we talk and eventually found solutions. So
Mhm.
they went, Sheila and someone went to the surplus and find 2 very comfortable chairs.
Ah, nice.
We may find people.
I have some more ideas. When we had a biofeedback lab and we very inexpensively fixed it up with plants and all cheap plants from like, I don't know, cheap, but we still have those plants, fake ones that look real. Yeah. Yeah. We'll help you. Yeah. Okay, good. Yay. Thank you. Tara.
Alright, so I missed last week.
That's
I was
all right.
bummed. I was excited about,
Oh, silence.
but we're interviewing med students, so crazy happens. But I've noticed because with our recruitment season and I'm in grad school, and it's just it's been a lot more stressful this time than it was when I went through koru 1.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've had a lot harder time sitting and focusing, and so it's been really nice to learn some of the more active things like the yoga.
Mm-hmm.
I just walk, I'll walk around the block in the middle of the day and just notice the sun and that kind of stuff, and I think that's been helpful because it's hard to just sit and not have 80,000 things happening.
So you've noticed with you, the more active meditations
It's
are
when
easier.
I'm stressed
Yeah.
to be,
Well,
I've
that's a
got
good
million things
awareness.
going on,
Yeah.
So that's been really helpful.
Awesome. Yay. You discovered that yourself, too.
I did. Well, I used to just get out of the office and get up and move kind of in the middle of the day anyway. So I just do it a little bit longer now. So it's
Nice. So it's helped you get through this stressful time.
I think so.
Yay. Cool. And our grand finale, Kathy.
Well, I'm kind of like you. Sitting is about the last thing I want to do usually. So I've been using my yoga, getting in a child's pose, which is just down on the floor with your head down, and just holding that and breathing, for 5 minutes. Or I may have to adjust because of the knees, but the stretching. I need to stretch the body, but I can do the breathing and the focusing at the same time. So that works well for me. I like that.
Yeah, she made me do one of those. She came into my office and she goes,
She
okay.
made you.
She made you. She says, okay, let's do this.
Or else.
I go ahead and I went, I'm getting a cramp, Kathy. She said,
Funny.
you are. It was so funny.
Oh, that's cute.
No, she just said, let's try this. So I did. I started to laugh. I said, I'm getting a cramp.
Well, it sounds like each of y'all is making progress. Did you speak, though? Did you? I don't think you... What did you...
I
can't
don't know,
remember.
but we only went in turn.
Okay.
I really don't have anything.
No? Nothing about a animal on your
animals
shoulder?
this week.
No? A praying mantis? No praying mantis?
No praying mantis
No? That was the coolest story. Wow.
That was
You
a
have to
real visual. for
Tell
sure.
Tara real quick, about what happened.
I was mowing my grass and I looked down and there was a praying mantis on my arm, and it stayed there for over 2 hours. I mean, it would go, I would look for it, and I mean, there were times where I'd move my arms, I'm like, oh, it flew off or whatever, but it would go from shoulder to shoulder, back and forth and back and forth. So I looked up the symbolism of the praying mantis, and it's meditation and the need for calm in your life. So I went straight and meditated for 20 minutes after I read it. I'm like, oh, yes. So here I go.
Very cool.
So it's
Wow.
a pretty strong sign that
It was that it stayed there for that long. I mean, I was doing all kinds of stuff in my trunk. And actually, the one time I thought I had lost it because I was cleaning out straw out of my trunk. And I just put my hand like that, and he had crawled, or she had crawled down there, so I kind of barely touched it. And then it scampered up and then started doing
Oh my
it all
gosh.
over.
Oh my gosh.
So it was pretty,
Wow.
I paid it
pretty
to
incredible.
talk to you.
It was awesome. Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Cool. So we'll move on from here. It sounds like y'all are each of you, I know from reading your logs, is progressing, and just from your comments, you're making progress, and you're becoming less judgmental and more compassionate to yourself. Yes.
So is walking and I guess not just walking, but walking and being aware, is that sort of like a meditation?
Right, there's a walking meditation that we did in here where we took off our shoes and we focus in on our feet and the sensation of the feet. But you also can walk mindfully, and that's when you're engaging all your senses. You're hearing the sounds, seeing the sights, feeling the air, feeling the sun. And when you notice a thought, you come back to what's actually here right now in front of you.
When I right there that I'm doing it like just sitting, but I'm not thinking about when I like the birds and I look at the trees and the cherries and
especially right now with fall, with the seasons changing.
Listen to the birds.
Oh, nice.
And stuff. So I didn't know if that was
that counts. Yes.
And what about if you just stand for a minute? You know, like you're in the elevator. Is that be like a meditation?
Sure.
I think a meditation when you sit here and I'm meditating.
I think the main thing is you have some type of focus outside of your thoughts, and when you notice you're having a thought, you bring yourself back to whatever your focus is. So, yeah, it could be anything. It could be knitting. It could be fishing. It could be cooking. It could be
I try
anything.
not to do it when I'm in the car, but Lord, I'll be gonna sit there.
Washing your dishes is a good one.
I mean, Lord, never did.
But when you're driving, really paying attention and trying to keep your mind on your driving and not somewhere else. You know how you can work through things while you're driving? Turn the radio off, enjoy the quiet, and just really pay attention to the driving. Sometimes I watch the trees, as they're changing when you come in. But the more mindful we are driving, the better off we are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I know, because I've noticed when I'm on the WK, I notice the same vehicles now
Oh.
during the week. In the
Yeah?
mornings, I go, oh my gosh, there's Knight's Mechanical. Oh, let's see what
Right
time
on
it is. Things like that. Or,
It's
that must be
neat.
nice. That's so-and-so, whatever car it is, taking off.
That's funny. So you start noticing things you just took for granted, or you didn't even.
Well, yeah, because
you
they're
weren't
just
even
passing
there.
me.
Yeah.
I'm standing still, it seems
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
When I'm driving, everyone's passing, it seems.
Well, again, it sounds like each of y'all is somehow incorporating it in, and I've seen from the group and past groups that the most effective way is to try to figure out things you already do in your day, like Jan drives in her day, so she's incorporated into that, or yoga, or whatever. Figure out something you already do so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. And we're here to help you as much as possible. Yeah. So now it's my delight to introduce Kathy Schaefer. She's going to do the